So in part D, we're working with partial derivatives again, but this time we differentiated 3 times. So we want to take the first derivative with respect to A, the second one with respect to P, and the third one with respect to P again. So let's start it with the first one. Q derivative with respect to A. Okay, it means we take the ln of P plus 1 divided by A plus 1 derivative with respect to A. We have a division, which means we're going to use our quotient rule. So let's use the quotient rule. We take the derivative of the upper side, so ln of P plus 1 derivative with respect to A times A plus 1, which is the lower term, minus the first term, ln of P plus 1, times the derivative of the second term, A plus 1 derivative with respect to A, divided by A plus 1 to the power of 2. Okay, let's keep going. What is the derivative of ln P plus 1 with respect to A? Well, there is no A there, so that's going to be just 0. So we have 0 times A plus 1 minus ln of P plus 1 times, what is the derivative of A plus 1? A derivative is 1 and 1 derivative is 0. So it's just 1 plus 0. So it's going to be 1. Divided by A plus 1 to the power of 2. So we have 0 minus ln of P plus 1 divided by A plus 1 to the power of 2. And we could write it as minus ln of P plus 1 divided by A plus 1 squared. That's just the first step, the first derivative with respect to A. Now let's differentiate again with respect to P. That was our second partial derivative. So the derivative now is with respect to P, which means we take the derivative with respect to A, which we found, differentiate it again with respect to P. So we have minus ln of P plus 1 divided by A plus 1 squared derivative with respect to P. Again, we have a division, so we're applying the quotient rule one more time. So let's do just that. It's going to be the derivative of the upper term minus ln of P plus 1 derivative with respect to P times A plus 1 to the power 2 minus, in brackets we keep the first term, so we keep in brackets the first term, so that's minus ln of P plus 1 times A plus 1 to the power of 2 derivative with respect to P divided by A plus 1 to the power of 2 to the power of 2 one more time, because that's the denominator, and we take the denominator to the power of 2. So this is the original denominator in this case, to the power of 2. Okay, what is the derivative of the first term, minus ln P plus 1? Well, we have the logarithmic property, which means we're going to have minus 1 over P plus 1 times the quotient rule, P plus 1 derivative, because it's not just P there, but P plus 1, it's an expression of P, times A plus 1 to the power of 2 minus, here we have minus ln of P plus 1. What is the derivative of A plus 1 squared with respect to P? There is no P inside this term, so there's nothing to change, which means the rate of change is going to be just 0, divided by A plus 1 to the power of 4. Okay, let's go on, because we're almost finishing this step. We have minus 1 divided by P plus 1 divided by P plus 1. P plus 1 derivative, well, that's just 1, so we can keep it like that, times A plus 1 to the power of 2. There we have a 0, so minus 0 divided by A plus 1 to the power 4. Let's note here that we have something to cancel out. A plus 1 to the power of 2, A plus 1 to the power of 4, these terms go away, and we're left here with only A plus 1 to the power of 2. So as a result we have minus 1 over P plus 1 divided by A plus 1 to the power of 2, and we could write it as minus 1 over the product of this thing, p plus 1 times a plus 1 to the power of 2. So that's our second step. And now for the last step, we have to differentiate this thing one more time with respect to p. So the last step, which was the derivative of q with a, and then with p, and one more time with p, so the derivative with a, and then the derivative with respect to p, all of it differentiated with respect to p. Here we find out the result just now. So that's minus 1 divided by p plus 1 times a plus 1 to the power of 2. Differentiate this with respect to p. Okay, so how can we do that? Well, 1 over p plus 1, that's p plus 1 to the power minus 1. And 1 over a plus 1 squared, that's a plus 1 to the power minus 2. And let's do so because we can apply the power rule of derivatives. So minus p plus 1 to the power of minus 1 times a plus 1 to the power of minus 2. Differentiate this thing with respect to p. Okay, let's use the product rule because we have a product. So we have minus p plus 1 to the power of minus 1 derivative, the derivative of the first term, times a plus 1 to the power of minus 2. Let me make some space to the right. So plus first term minus p plus 1 to the power minus 1 times the derivative of the second term, minus 2. And the derivative is with respect to p, so let's keep the index here so we don't forget what we're differentiating. What is minus p plus 1 to the power minus 1 derivative? Well, minus, we keep it from here, but then what is the derivative of p plus 1 to the power minus 1? We have a power, so we can use the power rule, which will be minus 1 times p plus 1 to the power of minus 1 minus 1, which is minus 2, times the derivative of p plus 1, because this is the chain rule, it's an expression of p, multiplied with a plus 1 to the power of minus 2. And then plus, here we have, well, plus and minus. Plus and minus changes into a minus, so let's just write plus and minus, and here let's make it as a minus. Minus p plus 1 to the power of minus 1 times, what is the derivative of a plus 1 to the power minus 2 with respect to p? There is no p in our term, so the rate of change is going to be 0. So it's just 0. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's see what we can do. We have minus minus 1, so that's equal to positive 1. So we'll write just 1 times p plus 1 to the power minus 2. What is the derivative of p plus 1? That's just 1, so we keep it like that. Times a plus 1 to the power of minus 2 minus 0, because that multiplication is just 0. So how can we write this in a nicer way? Well, we would have 1 times this power. What is p plus 1 to the power minus 2? That's 1 over p plus 1 square, and the other one is 1 over a plus 1 square. So as a result, we could say it's 1 over p plus 1 to the power of 2 times a plus 1 to the power of 2. And that's it. We are done.